The film begins by introducing Jason, a billionaire who defies expectations by taking over his grandfather's $2 billion assets. Simultaneously, his girlfriend Alexia, a nurse, volunteers at a cancer clinic in Haiti. Amid her work, Jason pleasantly surprises Alexia with a dress and dinner invitation. They later dine together at a posh restaurant. However, Jason's plan to propose is halted by a sudden court order demanding his immediate presence. Upon learning, Jason finds his uncle has sued him for allegedly breaching the Reds fund terms he oversees. Jason heads promptly to court. In the hearing, his uncle suggests Jason's removal, citing his disconnect and lavishness. Jason battles to assert himself, yet this ordeal drives a wedge among this once close family, pitting them against each other for financial gain. Observing Jason's intense focus on the trust fund, leading to disputes with his family, Alexia perceives their relationship taking a back seat. Faced with this, she chooses to depart for Haiti without a proper farewell. Despite her effort to bid goodbye, Jason's lawsuit consumes his attention. Alexia leaves a heartfelt letter before leaving, but he lacks immediate time to read it due to his situation. Yet later, while organizing documents, Jason recalls the letter and reads it. He learns of Alexia's trip to Haiti, which leaves him feeling adrift. Seeking counsel, he turns to Hamilton, his grandfather's confidant. Acknowledging Alexia's considered choice, Hamilton offers Jason his grandfather's diary, aiming to offer guidance and solutions amid present and future dilemmas. Subsequently, Jason engrosses himself in his grandfather's diary, reaping insightful lessons from his past. He discovers Red, his grandfather's modest origins, where Red left school at the age of 15 to work delivering ice. The narrative shifts to when Red encountered ridicule from wealthier families during deliveries. One day, he reads of a self-made billionaire's achievements in a newspaper, finding common ground in their upbringings. Inspired, Red silently vows to attain billionaire status himself. With a younger brother and sister, Red's family frequently dines on soups. Presenting the newspaper to his father, Red conveys his aspiration to attain wealth for improved medical care for their ailing mother. His father, however, dismisses the ambitions, convinced of their destined poverty. Undaunted, Red pens a note for his mother, setting out resolutely to reject predetermined impoverishment. The next day, Red boards a train and meets a man who aids his evasion from rail guards. The man underscores valuing minor blessings like health. Upon reaching Texas, Red's conversational companion departs early. Red follows suit, disembarking and trailing an unfamiliar group of men. This leads him to a ranch where a temporary labor opportunity awaits. In the crowd, Red, the youngest, stands out with his vitality, drawing the rancher's notice, who chooses him for the job. With 5 others, Red boards the rancher's truck for work. Though inexperienced, he begins tasks at the ranch. Here he meets Gus, an older local who lost his own ranch during the Great Depression. Determined to regain one someday, Gus advises Red to seek opportunities in California. At night, while workers play cards, Red ponders faster wealth accumulation to avoid long-term labor. Intrigued by success, Red leaves the game to seek guidance from the rancher. The rancher discusses multifaceted success and self-driven prosperity with Red. Recognizing the need to transcend daily wages, Red proposes a deal to the rancher. He inquires whether completing tasks ahead of schedule would save money, and the rancher confirms the cost reduction. Empowered, Red forms an agreement. Finishing early earns him a share of the savings, an arrangement the rancher accepts. The next morning, fellow workers assume Red fled, only to find he's been diligently active since 3 a.m. Red's efficiency boosts productivity as he organizes teams to function like an assembly line. Under his guidance, they finish ahead of time. The rancher keeps his promise, rewarding Red with better pay and commending his extraordinary skills. Subsequently, Red visits town to send money home for his mother's medicine. There, he chats with a wealthy man who questions his California plans, mentioning Texas's oil opportunities. Passing a shop, Red is enchanted by a girl, Hannah. She greets him and invites him to a school dance, which he eagerly accepts, drawn to her beauty. That night, Red dresses up and joyfully joins the event. He boldly expresses his emotions to Hannah and escorts her home. Amid conversation, Hannah's brother-in-law teases them, prompting Red to reaffirm his aspiration to become a billionaire. Impressed by his determination, Hannah introduces Red to the school principal, aiming for him to take an entrance exam. However, Red believes in self-education, citing successful individuals with little formal learning. The principal highlights education's value while acknowledging Red's ambition after hearing his perspective. To showcase his abilities, Red swiftly solves a complex multiplication problem the principal presents. He also delves into the skin disease on the principal's hands, highlighting the limited income of an educated person. Expressing discontent with meager earnings, Red contrasts it. Meanwhile, Hannah feels let down by Red's display, perceiving his surface confidence as a means to conceal his inner uncertainties and vulnerabilities. The following day, Red attends class, pleasing Hannah by heeding her counsel. Their connection deepens as they continue school together, enjoying each other's company. During a cafe date, news of the war, specifically the Pearl Harbor attack, reaches them. Feeling duty-bound, Red resolves to enlist by altering his age. Before leaving, he finally talks to Hannah. She strongly objects, but Red insists on proving himself and fighting for his rights. Their heated argument ends with Hannah stating she won't wait for him. Taking refuge in a foxhole, Red encounters Gus, his old friend from the ranch. After a brief talk, Red proceeds, narrowly dodging a cannonball. Seeing the danger, Gus signals his teammates to provide cover, dashing to save Red. Years later, in 1955, Red is an oil driller, yet luck eludes him in discovering crude oil. Due to being married to Hannah and having 4 children, the oil setback jeopardizes their finances. Amid discouragement, Red recalls his father's words on adversity. Hannah advises moving forward, acknowledging their limited options for now. Recognizing family neglect, Red decides to play baseball with his son. Amid the game, his son suggests seeking expert help to find oil, inspiring Red. He invites a geologist, and against skepticism, they uncover oil. Covered in oil but elated, Red returns home, sharing his success with Hannah and their children. As oil extraction grows, legal issues arise involving property rights. The rancher sues Red, alleging deceit of mining rights. In response, Red hires a lawyer via telephone booth leaflets, encountering lifelong friend Hamilton at the courthouse. Assisted by Hamilton, Red resolves the lawsuit. Before the trial begins, they find the signed contract from 2 years and 2 months prior, governed by Texas law limiting mineral rights disputes to 2 years. The opposing lawyer, inexperienced in mining rights, exits in desperation. Subsequently, Hamilton becomes integral to Red's expanding oil business, nurturing their friendship. 13 years later, Red's enterprise prospers, but he realizes he's ignored his family due to career focus. His children's detachment is evident, knowing only to seek money without emotional connection to their father. As Hannah contemplates, Red swiftly packs for a business trip with Hamilton to negotiate a refinery purchase. His arrogance during negotiations causes complications, yet he's privy to the seller's refinery explosion. He lodges nearby, aiming for a change of heart. Time passes, and Christmas Eve dawns. Hamilton urges Red to abandon waiting and join his family, but Red insists on staying for the refinery deal. Resolute, Hamilton departs alone upon hearing Red's decision. Red's perseverance pays off as the other party sends the contract the next morning. Acquiring the refinery transforms his company into a billion-dollar venture. Despite realizing his dream, Red feels isolated and alone in his success. At that moment, Hannah's call delivers upsetting news. Hamilton has gotten into a severe car accident and has internal injuries, including ruptured kidneys. Seeing Hamilton's condition, Red has an epiphany. He's prioritized money over meaningful matters. Committed, he decides to donate a kidney to Hamilton, safeguarding his friend. Acknowledging family as true wealth compared to money's illusion, Red commits corporate profits to a charitable initiative. With the decision made, Red and Hannah involve their 4 children, giving each $10,000 and urging them to help others. The response disappoints, but Red's second son returns the money, opting for charity. It is revealed that it was a test Red had set for his children. Ultimately, the second son, Jason, inherits and manages the family's wealth. In the end, Jason learns to value legacy over material riches and realizes that his loved ones are his true wealth. He entrusts matters of the fund to Hamilton, travels to Haiti to express feelings to Alexia, and proposes. The movie closes with their wedding. Thank you for watching our movie recap. While it may seem simple, it actually took a lot of hard work and dedication to produce. If you enjoyed the video, we kindly ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you will stay updated on our latest content and help us create more in-depth analysis and critiques of the movies you love. Thank you again for your support.